Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. That being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the fluorite donut, then this one is for you. So the fluorite donut is a good stone for support with decision making, self-confidence, cleansing and detoxing the body might be important for you right now, and also understanding and maintaining complex relationships as well. So these might be themes that you're experiencing at the moment. But yeah, let's have a look at your reading. Group 1, I can see Taurus here on the table, Aries and Aquarius. I see Taurus again, Cancer is here, Leo over there, Leo again. So we've got the fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo and Aquarius, of course. But yeah, that could be your energy or someone you're dealing with. It doesn't matter too much. So we're going to start with the past energy. I'm using the Dragon Ball Z tarot today with this reading. This is a gift recently, and I don't actually know the show myself. I didn't get to watch this one so much, but for those that are watching that do, you may see stories that, if you've seen the show, you may see stories in the tarot that help you get extra messages. It'd be really cool to have had that knowledge, but I don't, and that's fine. They're still the tarot. So in the past energy, we have the Hanged Man, the Ten of Wands. Let's just stop there for a moment. Hanged Man and the Ten of Wands. The past, in the distant past, maybe recent past, it feels like this could be a bit distant today. Life had a lot of burdens for you, and you were feeling perhaps very trapped by them, and just nothing you could do seemed to relieve yourself of these burdens or be able to help you get through the issues. We have the Hierophant, the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune here now. So it's like, what I'm seeing is you've turned you've turned a situation into your favor, or you're at least attempting to do that, or you're learning how to look at things in a way that benefit you rather than being burdensome. Maybe you've adopted some special teachings. The Hierophant can often be about embodying these lessons and knowledge that we have. It can also be about conforming to society and a structure of some kind. So maybe it is that you are joining some sort of group that supports you, or have in the past. This is past energy. Maybe you've joined a group that supported you, or maybe you're showing up to something consistently with commitment, and it's really helping you relieve yourself of heavy burdens and start to see yourself as a bit of a success in the path ahead. The Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands here, like you're really turning something that was once a struggle into something great for yourself. You're perhaps showing up with a greater sense of responsibility. You want the good life, and you're going to create it. And that's what I'm seeing here. Like, you've turned some of your life burdens, your stresses, the things you've carried, into something great. Maybe it's that you use your story to help other people, or there's something about what your struggles that you turn into light. And there's a lot of brilliance in your journey and in your struggles. There's a lot of purpose in the pain here, and a lot of lessons and wisdom, and I feel like you can teach that wisdom. With the Hierophant and the Six of Wands, you may be a spiritual teacher. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but a guide, maybe a guidance counselor. Maybe that's something you're thinking of studying. Maybe that's a job role you're already in or have had, where you are guiding people, or you'd like to have that type of position. Or you just, maybe in any job you find yourself in, you just seem to be the one people can look to for advice. There's leadership energy. Maybe you're feeling burdened by leadership energy sometimes too. I can see that here too. You could be experiencing burnout and having to keep showing up for the world and everything you need to do. That could be, there's a lot here, but it's like when I'm looking at the Hanged Man and I'm just looking at all of this, it's like, this is your lot, or whatever you've been through. It's like these are the cards you've been dealt, or this is your lot in life, and you're to do what you can with it. And if it's something, a struggle of some kind, then it's for you to master, and you've turned something into a victory here. Okay, so group 1, we're going to move into the current energy a week ahead. We're starting with the Emperor. Love to see this boss showing up here right away. So you might be feeling like you're back in the driver's seat, or some sense of control over your situation, your life at the moment. This could also be an authority that is supporting you as well. You could have someone who's sort of in your corner that guides you, gives you really solid advice, or helps you stay strong, stay the path. You might be doing things that help you add more structure to your life. We've got the Two of Wands here as well, so you might, there's a lot here. For some of you this is about like a promotion, or like being a boss, or leveling up in some way. You might be looking at, like, I'm kind of feeling like a change of career in some of this work, some of this for some people, or like setting yourself up for the career of your dreams, the job of your dreams, or something like that. Just like life purpose energy all here. But the Two of Wands, and then we've got the Star next, we've got the Ace of Wands. Like, this is a brilliant week ahead looking at this energy. It's like you're definitely setting, I've got so many messages coming at once, like something I'm hearing turn in your favor, and I'm hearing setting stones in something in motion. I'm getting a lot of expressions just come through. So we've got the Star here, the Ace of Wands. You might be getting a lot of messages yourself, a lot of inspiration or motivation you might be feeling this week. You might be feeling this renewal of hope. There's a refreshment coming in for you this week, the energy you feel. It could be to do with the moon, full moon, coming off that full moon for you. It could be something else, but I do really see a forward momentum for you this week, where it doesn't mean like everything's rushing. Oh, hang on, let me have a look. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Two of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting here is it's ideal for you to temper some of the energies you might be feeling this week. You might get extreme motivation and pushed in one direction, or you might be pushed in multiple directions trying to get it all done, or feeling overwhelmed by a lot. Because the Knight of Wands can be stop-start or hot-cold energy at times. It could be, just needing to, and with the Two of Swords there, needing to just be a little bit more careful with how you're spending your energy, where you're giving your energy, and making sure things are in balance for you, not over-giving or overspending in any areas. Just like, take it easy. You've got like a new burst of energy here, like some sort of inspiration or something new for you. And just try and ground it and add structure to it is what I'm seeing with the Emperor and the Two of Wands. Like, don't get too carried away or something like this. So I hope that makes sense. Two of Swords at the end of your week, again, just shows like, let me have a little look here. Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups. It's saying that you're just going to have to feel your way through this intuitively and just and creatively and like, step up. There's something about just stepping up to who you're supposed to be. Trust who you are. Trust who you're supposed to be in this life. Trust the way in which you're supposed to conduct yourself, or something like that. You've been getting the guidance on how to be, and so just trust that and follow that. Because what I just saw there, it's like you have doubts. You have maybe a little blocked vision of how things are going to go, but you just got to stay the path and trust. Because it's like, I just saw some really good new energy for you that's coming in. So have a cup of tea and we'll go to the challenge. We have got the 8 and 9 of Swords together, and strength. How's that for the challenge, right? So it might be really, really hard to overcome your negative thinking or feelings of being trapped. The way in which you see your life may not be reality here with the 8 of Swords. It's not like this person isn't seeing themselves as trapped, but it's not the truth of the matter. So 9 of Swords can be sleepless nights, anxiety, insomnia, just bad nightmares, overthinking. All of this here is overthinking. You've got strength here as well. So the challenge is to overcome the mental realm this week at this time, the blocks. That makes sense. You've got the Two of Swords at the end of your week. You've got a lot of exciting new energy, and it's like, maybe where do I ground it? Maybe that's the question. We'll get through it in the reading. There's a lot to be spoken about still. But this is a trust message, and to really be mindful of any negative thinking cycles you go through, and just really have that strength to overcome any lower vibrational thinking. In what will help with this challenge, this is also like trapped to situations that don't feel honest and true for you as well, 8 of Swords. So if you're in particular relationships where you can't be yourself, or you're unable to express yourself, and be received. This is, or it can also, like, I'm getting a few different things like that, maybe for some, but for others it's you may see a situation as a lot darker than it actually is, or see things as a limitation but it's actually not. Like, you may really hate the place you live or something like this, but in actual fact it's a beautiful stepping stone and an opportunity. And so shifting the way you might look at some of the blessings in your life and trust that they are just another step in the path to where you want to go, so long as you are, working with spirit, co-creating, following that dialogue you've got there, because I know you're talking to spirit. I can see it here. So in what helps with the challenge, we have got that Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Six of Pentacles can be a few things in this area. For some of you, it may mean that it's important for you to be mindful of where you're overgiving, or people might be taking advantage of you, and just making sure there is balance in what you're giving. 9 of Wands can be very exhausted and tired. 4 of Swords needs a lot of rest. So you might need to be, sort of just assessing where you're spending your energy and who you're giving to. Maybe they can do some things for themselves that maybe you've been enabling a person or a situation, potentially. Not for everyone. For others, this message is about asking for more help, maybe delegating chores around the family or the home or the workplace, wherever your world is, or just asking for help. Maybe it's from a friend, a talk therapist. This can come in so many ways, but this is a card of generosity and charity, giving, kindness, and this is a card of exhaustion, and it's asking you to persevere. Just keep going, even though you may feel tired. Just keep going, but at the same time rest, right? Just keep going where necessary. This is also that card, like, especially given 10 of Wands in the past, you may have really at times felt like, God, I don't know if I can just keep going with this, or having trouble trusting the process. But it's really asking you to just dig a little deeper, meditate, rest, trust, keep going. You've got this. Like, it's, I'm just going to hold this one up. We've got the tortoise here with will, expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. And like, just the tortoise is what I wanted to bring up mostly. And I'm even going to pull this one. The underlying energy is the Knight of Pentacles, which is tortoise vibes as well. It's very slow. It's one step at a time. Look, I'm even going to pull this one up. Like, every journey starts with a single step, and she's got her suitcase here. We'll probably go to the book for a bit of that later. It is an incredible Alana Fairchild card, so it'll be hard for me to not read that whole thing because it's really so good always. But yeah, so let's move along to further guidance. So, and this is what I was saying before. We've got the 5 of Swords, the Sun, the 4 of Cups. And I feel like this is asking you to see the truth in a situation, or see there's more here than you're acknowledging or recognizing, or there's more to be grateful for than you can currently perceive in a situation. Like, as in, maybe there's a lesson here that you can take from a situation. But 4 of Cups is typically, they're looking at 4 empty cups. Spirit is offering this cup, arms are folded, and they're not impressed. They're like, I don't really want that opportunity. And over here we've got 5 of Swords, which can be so many things. It can be like a bit of it can be a victory card, but it doesn't feel great. Like, it can feel like a hollow victory. It can also be to do with mind games, and can be to do with dramas and battles and just things that just like kind of unnecessary, it feels. But the Sun's here in the center, so I think it's like a time of review for you to really look at a situation from a different perspective, because you are blessed in this moment, whether you feel that or recognize that or not. You are actually blessed right now, and I feel like the Sun is asking for more play from you as well. To, like, you maybe not everything is working out perfectly, but you have got something good worth cherishing. For some of you, that's your child or children, or just, I don't know, just little moments that you can just savor of life. Maybe it's beautiful food to cook, or like just I'm not sure what it is. You'll know your blessings if you sit with that. I want to say, just like, also illuminate any crappy behavior from other people. Like, don't engage, don't attach, just step back and shine. If whoever that's might be for, if you're dealing with some drama, like, you don't actually have to have anything really to do with that behavior, even if it's being projected onto you. Just stay calm, step back and shine, stay bright. Maybe that behavior's in yourself, like, you know, like, we've got a bit of duality within self. Anyway, in the outcome, we've got Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot. These are pretty strong energies to be in your outcome, especially given we've got the Emperor here. For some of you, there could be this message could have a lot to do with a relationship you struggle with, but is a very important relationship in your life. There may be a lot of challenges, but a lot of love. And just having healthy boundaries perhaps with certain relationships here in the outcome. You've got a lot of fertility though here with all this feminine energy in the Chariot moving forward. It shows a lot of confidence. It's basically what that stone actually is about with the fluorite. The more I've gone through this reading, now I'm just looking back at what I've said about how it is to do with confidence and decision making, like, you know, and understanding and maintaining relationships that are complex and challenges in that area. So it really does make sense that this is the vibe. But you're in the driver's seat, you're in control. You do have someone who loves you very much here, I'm feeling. It could be a friend or a family member, somebody who just like, or it could be your partner. But there is a lot of, I think you've got good people around you, or good influences or something. People that are really like rooting for you. So let's jump into the Oracle cards. So we had before, as I said, every journey starts with a single step. And normally with an Alana Fairchild card, I wouldn't get more than one because they're just so in depth. But they came together and it felt so right. Faith in the process. Every journey starts with a single step. Have faith in the process. Like, that is just a statement within itself that I wouldn't even need to go to the book for. But I want to, because they're so brilliant. So like, maybe I'll just like jump around in the book. Like, I've got the markers, but like, because if you've ever seen Alana Fairchild, they're paragraphed quite well. So even if you just like let yourself jump to the paragraphs you need, they can be helpful if you never have time for the whole thing. But let's start with maybe the first paragraph of each one or something. Anyway. No matter how powerful, where are we? Faith in the process. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage or strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of life or creative exploration. At such times, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we're at the edges of our own limits and we have no personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, that of faith. Unfortunately, that is enough. It's unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical efforts of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical laws. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, and influence situations through invisible but undeniably persuasive means. You're in a situation where you cannot set it right. The course of events all by yourself. Set right the course of events all by yourself. It's not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does it suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself, which is interesting because you have the will card here. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life, and that your individual life serves the greater plan, and that you are not separate from its genius. This is what is happening now. You happen to be instrumental to the greater plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in the grander scheme. I like it. Let's go to the other one. It goes on, but I'm going to want to take all your time. You are on a journey, yes. Every journey starts with a single step. Yes, it is an internal journey, but there is also a physical expression of this journey that is going to become increasingly important to the fulfillment of your destiny in this lifetime. Your journey has started on the inside, but its destination will be the physical expression of an internal healing. This journey will draw upon what you have learned and mastered over the course of your life, so much so that you may feel as though your life experiences have prepared you just for this particular adventure. And what was I just saying at the start about how your journey, your pain, there's purpose in it? Like, yes, I love this. You have all that you need within you. This is not a time to worry about what you're going to take with you. From within your heart, you will sense what needs to come along for the ride and what is best left behind you now. You may be surprised at exactly how much can be left behind without feeling concerned or anxious. You will be able to travel far lighter than you ever imagined possible. To be best equipped for this journey, you will need a lightness of heart and a realization that change can be an incredible blessing, even if what you are leaving behind is something you found secure, safe, familiar, or comforting. Just as the butterfly leaves the chrysalis behind when it is time to spread its newly formed wings, so too are you ready to leave behind what once was and embrace what is more appropriate for you at this time. And it goes on as well. I highly recommend owning a deck. This is a Sacred Rebels, fantastic deck. So we also had the card Responsibility. Fantastic to see that. It really goes with everything we're seeing here. Self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. This is very Knight of Pentacles energy, you know, all of this work, diligence, nurturing. We had the card Truth, and we spoke on that a bit in the reading about, you know, being honest with yourself and what is working for you and what isn't working for you, and maybe even needing to take a little bit of time out to reflect on that. We had that in the What Will Help with the Challenge, that Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, being exhausted, needing to step back a little and think some things through. And then I got a bunch of self-care prompts because they fell out, and they just, as I looked at them, they felt right. Normally I'd just grab one or two, but you got six, so let's do it. First, you got learn, and I feel like your whole reading has been asking that of you, like learn from this experience, this moment, like this is about you growing. You've got focus. I feel like that goes along with everything else as well. So just focus on truly what it is you want and not worry too much about the rest. You've got play, that felt really appropriate. Learn, focus, play. Don't forget to balance it out with a bit of freedom and fun and frolicking. We got a gift, and I think that was important as well. Maybe buying yourself a little gift or something to maybe mark this moment. If it's a milestone you feel like you're approaching or have reached, there's something, I don't know, leave it with you, but gift. Maybe giving a gift as well. I feel like buying yourself a gift would be nice though. You had list, this says why I'm awesome. So maybe a gratitude list, maybe literally a list of reasons why you are awesome. Maybe needing that reminder right now, especially seeing the 8 and 9 of Swords in the challenge. That's a lot of heavy mental energy. So maybe you really do need to remind yourself just the heck of who you are, like what you're made of. Also any other type of list, to-do list, you know, gratitude list. And you had unplug. I like that as well. Just, you know, a bit of quiet time, listen to music, read a book, clean your bedroom, enjoy the space you have. Just, yeah, unplug from the world a little bit and do what's best for you. So that is what I have for you this week, Group 1. I hope that it has given you some sort of, where's the crystal? Comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box, although December will be very limited for private readings as school holidays and, you know, life changes. There will be the annual Christmas giveaway post coming up soon. I'll post one on Facebook and one on YouTube like last year, I think. So, you know, whoever, just get your name. I really, really wish I could do just one, but some people aren't on either, so it's my best to just do the two. And so yeah, just when that post comes up, just a comment will be all you need to be entered. And that is all I have for you, Group 1. I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye. Hey, Group 2, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the stunning Labradorite, then this one is for you. Isn't that magical? So beautiful. Wow. Oh. I just love it. It's so pretty. So Labradorite, a wonderful stone for mental clarity and transformation, and I can see that resounding through your reading here as well. So let's not delay and jump straight in, group 2. Some of the energies I can see here is Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer. Cool. So it could be someone you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be. I guess you could say Aquarius too, potentially. So let's jump into the past energy for group 2. What have we got here? We have the 10 of Wands, the Devil reversed, and the 2 of Swords. This is an interesting bunch to be moving through. 10 of Wands, heavy burdens, potentially. With the Devil reversed next to that, though, you may have been going through some challenges maybe in yourself, maybe in another, maybe in a relationship, where you might have been trying to heal some really toxic behaviors or heal from some toxic behaviors. Devil in reverse can be trying to find freedom and working through old limitations, addictions, things that are really dark, working through our shadows. You may be going through this with another in a relationship, or it could be within yourself. It does look like, although there's a lot of uncertainty sometimes about how to deal with this, there may be a great deal of overwhelm at times in the past. This is something that is forefront for you, I would say, and looking at your reading here, it's definitely a time to be addressing things that don't fit, that aren't right, so that you can heal from that and just have a lighter, easier existence. And more cooperation in relationships, if that's where it's flowering here, which I do feel for a lot of group 2s, it may be flowering in a relationship. Maybe there's some unhealthy behavioral patterns and things that have been really hard to break free from or work through. Current energy moving ahead, we do have the Empress and the 3 of Pentacles. We've even got the 3 of Wands and the King of Wands. So we've got potentially a relationship talking about here where you are doing your best to work together to see how things go. For some of you, you're on the same page, and for others, maybe not. This is a general, so it will be hard to nail it perfectly for everyone. But I can see here that there is effort between you both, between you and this other person. If it is about another person, I will also read it to be just about you. But sticking to the relationship for now, we can see here that you may have, other parties helping, relationship counselling potentially. I think I've said this before over the recent weeks in some of the groups. It shows up here about working through challenging relationships and taking in other resources and, sources of guidance to help you, whether that's just reading and studying things to make how to heal and make things work, or through professionals and assistance in other ways. But you're working together here. There's collaboration, but there's also waiting to see how it goes. There's not 100% certainty here, but there is the desire to try. There's love, there's connection. For those that this reading is not about a relationship so much, this is your energy. What I can see here is exactly that same sort of thing where you are looking to collaborate with other people or work with other people to potentially expand your business, expand your world, expand your dreams and desires. The 3 of Wands, I feel like this is saying that it is time to get out and about a bit more, to go traveling or go out in nature a bit more. You might be needing a little bit more time out in nature. You might be needing a bit more adventure time. King of Wands is typically somebody who can be very connected to outdoor nature, animals. In the Rider-Waite, I think he has green shoes to indicate that. So it's it's a very beautiful energy especially if given that the Empress is in a outdoor setting here, and we've got the 3 of Pentacles, a bit of artistry. So, and you've even got a card. I'll get to it later, but there's a card prompting artistic expression. So maybe you're graphing something up, maybe you're painting. Maybe you're creating something. There's a lot of creative energy in this group in this week. So you might be waiting for an occasion. I think like here as well, 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups after the King of Wands. So you might be waiting to travel and go to a situation, a concert, a festival, something fun, because you've got a couple indications around that in your oracles as well. There's might be an occasion coming up, a birthday, a celebration of some kind that you're potentially looking forward to going to. It is in your week ahead. Adventure is there. I hope that's not too loud. There's some whippersnipping or something going on outside. Later in the week ahead also you have the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, so it's almost like you're having this fun time and then you've got to leave the party and get back to work or something like that. So this week you might be sort of doing a few different things, or there is a need for change. I'm just going to shut that over, get a bit more quiet. Ooh. Hope that helps. Yeah, that could be a very literal reading of it as, a celebration and having to leave and go back to work. But for others, this can also be about just trying to find more joy or more outdoor time, more connection, getting, I think that's what you need right now, is to catch up with some friends or just sort of leave the burdens behind for a bit, even if it's the burdens are just your responsibilities in certain areas. Like maybe you need a bit of break from that. That might be the case. That might not be possible here. The 8 of Pentacles is there, showing that there is a bit of work to be done. You also could be just mastering how to let go of your burdens, how to let go of the past, so that you can work towards the future and build what you want to do, what you want to build, or enjoy the places you're at, being more present, not worrying so much about other things. These are really positive cards, but I still get this weird feeling about it though. Like I don't know. Like it's just like you're dealing with something. But there's heaps of good stuff happening around you though, and there's a lot of development. There's a need to just stay focused on what you're working on. You might be working with other people in some areas, but it's also important to stay focused on yourself and what your needs are. In the challenge, we have got the Hermit, the 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. So for some of you, you may be feeling like, you'd like a little bit more alone time. For others, it could be the other way around. You might be getting too much alone time, but I do feel like for group 2, you might be needing just a bit of you time, just a bit of fresh air and a bit of space, and sort of just work on yourself and tend to yourself for a bit here, because you've got futility here, you've got disappointment here in the 7 of Swords, 5 of Cups. So you might be just wanting to take a step back from a situation that feels very futile and disappointing, and just regather yourself and work. Maybe if this isn't couples counselling, maybe it's a counsellor for you. Maybe it's someone to help you achieve your dreams. Maybe it's a career guidance counsellor person, like somebody can help you find the right qualification for the dream new job or whatever. There's something about helping yourself and seeing how it goes. What will help with the challenge? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Pentacles. So what will help right now is to just focus on a fresh new beginning and get some help if you can. Making sure things were equal with give and take. So if you're in situations where you don't feel like the dynamics are very fair, then be mindful of that and create the changes necessary. Don't keep going around and around in cycles that are unfair for you, but rather plant a new seed and work on nurturing something new for yourself. Lots of rest, lots of good healthy food. I always see the Ace of Pentacles as not only nurturing something that you're creating into life, but also nurturing yourself and using physical resources to do so. So yeah, I feel like you could get some money from someone soon. Like somebody maybe owes you money as well. Like somebody needs to pay you something. That's what I'm feeling here. Maybe they owe you a little bit, or there's a need for there to be fairness in a payment. That might not be for everyone, but I definitely see this for somebody here where you will get some money, I'm feeling, from somewhere, and it needs to be fair, and it should be. It'll be rectified. That's what I'm thinking. Something's going to be rectified financially. And you just don't worry about that. Just stay focused on what you're doing. 8 of Pentacles keeps jumping out in the 3 of Pentacles for me, which 8 of Pentacles is working solo. 3 of Pentacles is working in with other people and collaborative work. So those are the 2 areas that might be hyper focused for you, where you're spending your energy, should you be, that sort of thing. Further guidance, you've got all major arcana with Death, Chariot, and the Sun. So a big ending and a transformation, like the Labradorite suggests, to bring in transformation. So with death and rebirth here, and then the Chariot and the Sun, it shows that something might be burning up and dying right now, or something might feel like it's like coming to a head, or a culmination of things are just sort of boiling up. That could be the case I'm getting as I kind of hold this, but it's from that place, from what you've experienced, or what doesn't work, or what you're not liking, is going to give you the confidence and the clarity to take the choice you need to take to, you know, move into a direction that brings more growth for you and more positivity. The Sun here. So ending, moving forward, growth, illumination, understanding, positivity. In the outcome, we have got the Ace of Swords, Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles. So again, this indication that truth or finances are going to be rebalanced. Something about this. You're going to have a lot more clarity and be able to speak your truth from a place of personal power that somehow creates the change or the movement that's required from you speaking up. There's going to be more balance, and there is a real outcome here of needing to restore and replenish, as you have from this deck here. There's a fair few cards here that talk about needing to restore, replenish, and rest. There's also a lot of background noise and stuff going on in your reading, like if you just heard the siren go past as well. So maybe it's emergency that you need this level of rest. You could be really at your limit. But just all the background noise I'm getting in your reading makes me think that, well, potentially you're dealing with just so much background noise and you just need a quiet space, which is perfect to hold up this card. So we'll go to the book a little bit. As you know, Alana Fairchild's a pretty long write-up, so I won't read it all, but we'll just go for whatever we feel. Restore and replenish. You are in need of something so much deeper than rest. You need restoration, replenishment, and revival. This will not necessarily come from lying about somewhere, taking a moment out of your day or evening activities. You are more likely to gain what you need by breaking with your routine completely and doing something different. You need some variety, some spice, some change to bring fresh energy into your body, mind, and heart. You need to restore and revive yourself by changing the usual flow of energy through your being. You could stimulate this process by going to a different place, meeting different people, and taking different actions to what you would usually do. You can return to your regular routine in time if it feels good for you. However, it is now time to move without pushing yourself beyond what is known, comfortable, and familiar. This oracle comes as a message from the greater loving guardian, which is life itself. You have been working so hard and have accomplished so much already. However, you often sell your accomplishments short and focus on how much more is yet to be done. Life is telling you that it is time to put down the paintbrush, the pen, the endless lists, and the thinking mind, and get into your body. Take some time to experience yourself and in and of nature. Exactly what I was saying here. You're needing to just have a bit of fun and get outside. Take the time to experience yourself in and of nature. Remember how to be. In doing so, even for a relatively short amount of time, you will feel more of yourself and ready for the next phase. You might be surprised what just a day or two of this can do for you. Restoration does not have to be a long or involved process, especially if it is attended to when needed. This oracle is also confirmation that you are in an important transition phase between one level of experience and the next. If you feel as though you are treading water or are in some sort of purgatory, somewhere between your old life and your new life, then this particularly applies to you. If you can't quite break into the level you are reaching for, have faith. You are just taking a breather between races and you might be drawn to group 1. You soon will have the power and energy you need to reach for the next level and succeed. If you've been considering a new endeavor or have recently started one, then this oracle brings the message of encouragement. Yes, this is a good step forward for you. You might be worried that you are taking on too much. You are encouraged to take the time out to rest and rebalance yourself, but you are supported in your need for new and different experiences to refresh your spirit. You may let some of these new endeavors go once you have gained what you need from them. However, they are useful now. You are encouraged to trust yourself and to know that you are working consciously to meet your own needs. And this is healthy and good. Yeah, it could go on, but you know, it goes on. And in the chakra insight, you had the card connection and sound. And that's what I was saying before when I looked, because this sat below King of Wands and Three of Cups. And I was thinking, well, maybe going, like connecting with friends out at a concert or a festival or like some sort of gathering might be really, really nourishing for you. That might be something that's coming up for you. or even still just catching up with some good friends, having a chat, having some connection, filling your cup in that way, but also music, vibrational connection, maybe going to a sound bath, or when you have a bath to put music on that vibrates through the water, or silence could be what you're needing right now, rhythm, dancing, movement, universal oneness, love, interconnection and support, the things that you're needing right now. So you also had the card Purity from Sacred Destiny, and I'll go to the book. No matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can and will be shimmering, sparkling, and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Recurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. How is that after coming out of the past energy with the Devil in reverse, that 10 of Wands, oppression, 2 of Swords, peace, Empress? Like, you are really releasing yourself from something quite unhealthy and unfair. Something is healing, something reoccurring, as it says. And then for the self-care prompts, with group 1, I accidentally grabbed like heaps, and I thought, you know what, they work. So I did the same for the other groups. Maybe you need a bunch of things for yourself this week. So first one is water. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. The other one is rest. Pretty interesting to see that you got that with the Restore and Replenish card. So you really are needing to pay attention to your body's need for rest, your mind, your spirit, your bones. We have sense. A part of that rest may be, diffusing something really nice, like looking after your senses. We have draw, as we saw it before in something. I remember seeing something. Yeah, that's right. The artist card, the 3 of Pentacles. You've got draw, so being artistic, maybe just an adult's colouring in if you don't like to draw. Crystal work would be wonderful to work with crystals at this time, some labradorite perhaps, or anything else. Set them up around your home in places. Breakfast, just nourish yourself in the mornings. Eating something really good, giving you energy, brain food, that sort of stuff. Not something that's going to make you hungry later or slug you out, that sort of thing. Being conscious of morning, breaking the fast. And reading. Light reading, fun reading, reading to learn, reading to inspire. Any type of reading at all. So those are the prompts this week that could be really beneficial for you. Drinking lots, resting, good smells, bit of art, crystals, good food, and reading. Yeah, so that's what I have for you, group 2 in this reading. I hope that it has given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you're after a private reading, you can get that in the description box below, and keep an eye out for the annual giveaway reading post. I'll post one on Facebook, one on YouTube, and all you need to do to enter will be commenting in the comment section. And it'll be obvious, the post, when I make it, probably somewhere around the 1st. I usually post it at the start of December, so it's got the month for people to add themselves and tag friends and all that sort of jazz. So yes, that is what's up, group 2. I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading if you've chosen the yellow feather. Again, possibly, because last week we had the feathers, and yellow feather was group 3 last week as well, and I believe it was the little joyful canary message. I can't actually remember too much right now, but I remember one of just like a message of joy and just sort of savouring the sweet moments. So maybe there's stress and challenge around, but just asking you to focus on the light, focus on the joy. It is the yellow of the sun, so more optimism and growth and illumination. So group 3, let's jump into your reading, starting with the signs I can see here is Libra, the fixed signs, so Taurus, Leo, Aquarius and Scorps. Cancer is here, Sagittarius as well. Oh yeah, Sagittarius always showing up in group 3. And yeah, That's about it. So let's jump into your reading. In the past energy, what has been going on for group threes? We have the Ace of Swords, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune. And so with this combination, it can be quite a challenge. There may have been a situation come to light, maybe some information, a truth told, or something legal has happened, a process here where a decision has potentially been made and it's created a change in your world with justice here. So this could be a legislation change in your workplace or something. It could be anything, but for a lot of you, this could be a legal situation or a situation where an authority has shifted or created some sort of change due to an authority or a choice or something like this, a conversation, gaining a certain amount of information, something. There's a consequence for actions here. There is great change. And I'm going to pull it up actually because it sits above it. The shock of the new is your oracle card. We'll go deeper into it, but that change could be a shock considering the Wheel of Fortune on the table sits directly underneath it. The shock of the new, the Wheel of Fortune, that can be very much, a shocking new change. The wheel is turning. Is it turning in your favor? I believe so. Did you feel that at the time? Probably not. Let's see. In the current energy, we do have the Two of Wands. So this is crossroads energy. You find yourself at a pivotal moment where you're looking at life from a very different vantage point and making plans for the future that you maybe didn't expect to have to be making. I think that you got your eyes set on a very distant horizon when I'm feeling this particular card. And for a lot of you in group 3, you may be having a house move or planning something like that soon. So for some of you, I've got to say that this legal situation, this justice, Wheel of Fortune, doesn't always have to be something hard and a challenge, although I do feel for many that will be the case. For some of you though, this could be a very welcome change and something that's like finally balancing out and even for you. Could be feeling very blessed by the changes that are here. So with that Two of Wands following on to the Fool, it's definitely indicating that this is a fresh new territory for you. Something you haven't done before, likely something you didn't expect to be doing. So the Fool is asking you to take that leap of faith this week, to step into new experiences, to try new things, shock of the new, right? To take flight. The feather just rolled across the table, and so I'm thinking to take flight with something here. With this next card along is the Six of Wands. Brilliant card to be seeing. It's showing that there is victory here for you this week. Something you try or something you're doing that is new is getting attention, or it is noticed by your peers, or you're just feeling like it's the right thing for you, it's the right fit. There's your own personal soul expression happening this week, I'm feeling, with all of this. You also have the Seven of Pentacles following along from that. So for some of you, you may have been working on something in the background for a while and it's time to bring it forward. For others of you, it could be the other way around, that you started working on something in the background. Could be dealing with a bit of both. But there is hard work and investment this week. You're focusing on what it is you're growing, what needs to be done, what you can do to create even more success in whatever the situation is for you. So you may be making a financial investment to support your growth or to support your this could be so many things, and I don't really want to attribute it to anything, so I'm just going to leave it open for you to fit your own story onto that. Further into the week ahead, I feel like it all goes hand in hand. We do have the Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands. So in amongst all of this, especially given justice here in the background, if you have been dealing with something that is unfair or dishonest, then you may be setting yourself free from that type of energy. You're not investing in things that are dishonest. You're freeing yourself from that. So if you have been linked to something dishonest in the past, you may be really reflecting this week and how getting away from that has been really beneficial. You might be starting to see the rewards of having removed yourself from something unhealthy or unfair. Or yeah, that is definitely the case for some. I'm also here that, well, with the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, this is showing that you're going to need to be very, very careful about your plans for the future as well. There is a need to, although there's a lot of freedom in all of this. You could go anywhere and do anything, I'm almost getting here, but there is a need to still be very careful and strategize and, put your energy where it needs to be. be very careful with your money or your investments right now. Be very strategic in where you're spending your energy and time, and getting a bit of fun time, a bit of play time would be really nice as well. Page of Wands, I feel like that's about getting in nature, maybe going for a little bit of a frolic somewhere. In the challenge, we have got Temperance, the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So in the challenge, well, you may be really anxious. Nine of Swords is here. You might be feeling like, just completely overwhelmed. This can also indicate having trouble sleeping. Eight of Pentacles is about being focused on your work and not really distracted. So that might be a challenge right now. You might be finding it hard to focus, finding it hard to get the job done. Maybe other things are sort of pulling on your attention. You're trying your best to stay focused and stay balanced, but it might just be a real challenge right now to get all the work done that you need to get done, while there's a lot of anxieties or concerns about, what's going on in the background for you. What will help with that challenge is the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. Two of Pentacles is about maintaining balance while there is a lot of chaos going on, juggling multiple different responsibilities and just trying to keep a bit of a brave face. So that might be necessary at this time. Just, you might be dealing with a few different things. Four of Pentacles is asking you to conserve your energy, your finances, your time. So, spend your time and energy wisely. And with the Knight of Swords, I'm kind of getting like, if this is this might be a whole different area where there's an area you need to go and assert yourself. There's an area you might need to go and speak your mind or speak a truth or even attack. Even like, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to don't go attacking people, but you know what I mean. There's a plan of attack, or there's something you need to go and deal with, and that might be the case for you. Maybe you're needing to get your resources and everything prepared for some sort of battle. That could be the case. For others of you, this is about careful planning for the future and where you're going to go. Lots of research, but there's a need to assert yourself somewhere here. But also to conserve and protect yourself as well. Protect your energy, keep yourself safe, but also there's a bit of a defense here. Further guidance, we have the Two of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, lots of swords here. Lots of swords that indicate uncertainty, overwhelm potentially, potential manipulation or mind games that you're trying to get a break from. Maybe things have been like a bit of mental boxing or something. You may have been dealing with some things that are really, really chaotic, or a person who's very chaotic. That could be the case. What do I want to say about this? I felt like when I first pulled the cards, I had a bunch of things. I'll let them come back. See, when I look at this, I feel like part of you wants to get away from a situation, or get away, be past a situation, be further in the future, or having had dealt with this already or something, but you still have to deal with it. So it's like, get your rest and then pick yourself up and go at it again or something like that. I kind of get that feeling from here, and you just might, like right now, you might just be needing a little bit of refreshment, or you might be drawn to another group actually in saying that. If you are, then by all means go check it out. But yeah, you're just needing a lot of rest, and to just distance yourself from the drama, even if you especially if you don't know how to respond or what to say, then give yourself the time needed to meditate and reflect, have a think about things. Don't think too hard though, get into your body, try not to be in your mind too much, try not to even dwell too much. In the outcome energy, we have got the Two of Cups, the Chariot, and the Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful vibes here. We've got companionship, we've got confidence, and we've got a bit of strategy, or at least some sort of plan happening, unfolding. Dedication to the path ahead, knowing what you need to do. So this is the outcome for you. So this Two of Cups can be any kind of partnership that comes into your life or is there for you to help you with moving forward and to encourage you on the path ahead. And the outcome shows you being very, very determined. Maybe you're needing a bit of rest and relaxation, a bit of fun time before you get back into things, but this is a really beautiful outcome, and you are slowly but surely moving along the path you need to be on. You're already on the path you need to be on. Chariot here shows more confidence, and there's a support here as well for you. If you're not feeling that right now, then it's in your outcome, it's on the way. This could be a very special soulmate connection. This could be a dear friend, it could be a family member, it could be someone you haven't met yet. So in your oracle cards, we'll start with the shock of the new, and I'll go to the book. Alana Fairchild cards are quite long, so I won't read the whole thing, but we'll just get the gist. What wild, unconventional voice is calling to you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual, it might be hard to decipher. Like hearing an unfamiliar language for the first time. It might be hard to discern with great clarity now, but there is an affinity between you and this strangely new, beautiful newness seeking to manifest. The oracle says there is a stirring at the deepest level within you. Something new will break through, and the process of this birth may be a shock to you. The shock will transform into great joy and a sense of tremendous liberation. That's why the yellow feather's there then, the joy. And liberation, taking flight. But you must bear the strangeness first. That strangeness might be something that rattles your beliefs about yourself and your world, daring you to become more of yourself, more open to where life is leading you, and more willing to be the unique sacred art being crafted by the hand of the universal creator. Nature never shies away from strange beauty. She allows for endless diversity, and her sacred works are often peculiar and stunning. You live within her field of creative grace, as a specially created work that also creates. You are being asked to surrender any fear you may have of being seen as exotic, unusual, eccentric, or bizarre. You're being asked to make peace with strange beauty and let it happen through you in creative flow. Perhaps you need to allow your conventional ideas of beauty to become even more inspired and open. Perhaps you can allow your need for the world to behave according to your fixed ideals to fall away. You will receive so much more in its place. This oracle comes with a special message for you that there are rumblings and stirrings of creative life force happening now, deep in the undercurrents of your being. If you are very attuned or sensitive, you may have consciously felt this already, with excitement, discomfort, or both. If you have yet to sense these inner stirrings, they are happening all the same. So be on the lookout for a big shift of new birth, the shock of the new, the unconventional, the strangely beautiful, and the disturbing liberation of that which is foreign stepping into your life. This is life creating this is life creating the stage upon which you will experience greater fulfillment. Don't be nervous if the rumbling of change turns into a mighty roar that rocks boats, bursts forth as novel ideas, and changes things in a way that is out of your control. This is life happening. Free fall into it. The oracle shock of the new comes to you saying the old way is on its way out. You are being invited, dragged, nurtured, and coerced into the new, and you can handle it. This oracle brings you guidance. You're about to encounter something new and something different in your life, and this is helpful. Don't reject it, no matter how small or insignificant, or how powerful and life-changing it may seem to be. You're being asked to dispense with your resilience on the past and what have been your tools to navigate life. You have outgrown your old methods. You will have to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak. Fly with the feather, right? As you experiment with new ways to be, life will show you the way. I did read it all because I can't help myself. I hope you enjoyed it. Alana's great. We also have the card visualization, imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. Yes, this is it. Like that makes sense when I'm looking here at the Six of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles in your work, your future ahead. Like this is you being unapologetically yourself and just investing in just your own unique expression. The freedom to do so with the Page of Wands. It's beautiful. And then we have the sacral chakra, which is exactly that, your creative expression. And this is so perfect to see that combination there. You also have the cards pleasure and relaxation. Shall we go and look at pleasure? Pleasure. Stop and smell the roses card. It's just what jumped out to me. I don't think we really need to go to the book much. I've already read to you a bit, but this is 100% about stopping to smell the roses is what caught my eye. Taking your time, savoring your food, resting a little longer, Like it's the savasana after a yoga practice where you just lay there and you don't have to do anything, and just for a moment taking it all in, taking your practice in. Relaxation, maybe a hammock and a book is what's needed. We are on the full moon, maybe you can do a nice moon ritual or something. That might be something you're already planning for. Maybe it might be a conscious effort for you to welcome in more relaxation and pleasure in the next cycle for you. It might be a conscious choice you're making. So then for the self-care prompts, I got a whole bunch of them for each group, and I feel like it works. Normally I get only 1 or 2, but maybe we're just needing a little more. So you've got a lot that recommend movement of your body, so that might be beneficial, but starting with a stretch. And don't forget savasana. Listening to some music, lots of pleasure in that. You've got fitness, work your body, build some muscles, nurture, not just the things that you're creating, but nurture yourself, nurture your belly, nurture your mind, dance, moving your body again. It's also fun, releases stagnant energy. There's dancing is brilliant. Ritual, maybe a full moon ritual, or whatever ritual you feel called to do. Stargazing and nature, so just time in nature, taking it all in, stop and smell the roses, all of that. So those are the things that might be really helpful and supportive for you right now. You'd be feeling better if you did a couple of those. So group 3, that's what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it has given it some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box, but there is very limited spots for December, being school holidays and life changes. But there's also the annual reading giveaway post that I'll be creating soon. Keep your eye out for that. That'll be on YouTube and Facebook. Just comment on that to get your entry for a free reading. And I usually draw that at I don't even know, Christmas or Christmas Eve or something like that, or Boxing Day, or what. I don't know actually. I'll do it when I do it. Can't really know yet. But yeah, that's that group 3. I hope you've enjoyed your reading, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye.